You guys already know who I am, National Master Sean Lei, going to do part 14 of the speedrun. Let's do some more Philidors, as you guys all like. Let's get straight into it. Alright, since you guys are enjoying some Philidors, today we're just going to try to do all Philidor games as we climb higher and higher. Now, unfortunately, against D4, Philidor might not be the best, but we're going to do it anyways. Let's see how it works. Alright, so we get this E5 move in, which is pretty decent for us. Now, do we want to play G6 or Bishop E7? I don't really know in these positions. Alright, my opponent captures here, which can't be the best idea for them, because now, usually these positions are just very drawish. Now I play pawn c6, maybe put my queen here. If he wants to play here, I can just play pawn a5. Just say, hey, if you want to capture me, you just have a weak a3 pawn for the rest of the game. My opponent says, yes, I do want a weak a3 pawn for the rest of the game. So now I believe we just castle. Yep, our queen's defending here, so life is good on that front. We can play rook e8, bishop f8. Now how's this bishop going to come out? We have to think about that very soon. Or do we want to play knight here and play pawn f6? Actually, that looks pretty decent. Knight here, pawn f6. Now, is my opponent threatening anything? I don't think so. Pawn c4 and a3 are still extremely weak. So that move is played. I can play knight c5. No, I cannot, because this pawn needs defending. So, do we play pawn f5? It's not a move you really want to make. Didn't see this move over here. Anyways, I guess we'll just play pawn f5, even though it's is not really a move I want to make, though. Huh, where do I go? Actually, do we just admit our mistake and go back? I think we admit our mistake and go back. We still need to play like rook e8. I can also play bishop d6 now, because my opponent was so kind to let that happen, but you know what, let's just do this for now. My opponent ever moves the rook, I can take there. Alright, so this allows me to capture here and play knight f6. Actually, no. I can't play knight f6 as e5 is weak, so we're going to have to do something like this, just defend the pawn. We do create light square weaknesses, but I can play knight c5 and like bishop e6, and life is good there. Alright, let's plop our knight here. He can't really play bishop d3. So, and then we get bishop e6, we get this rook over here, and life seems to be good for us because he just has a lot of weaknesses, as I said before. His rooks can't enter here, so there's no need to be fearful there. And let's see. Let's see how everything goes. Do I want to trade pieces? Probably not. I don't want to trade rooks, that's for sure, because the more rooks I have, the easier it is for me to attack this square over here. Now I can place this rook over here. And my opponent's kind of doomed here. Let's just say that. Wait, I could have played knight there. No, I messed up. Playing too fast, but this is still completely winning for me, so there's nothing to fear on that aspect. Alright, so I can't do that, which is something I really wanted to play, but that's okay. Do we just play knight back here? Knight back there, pawn c5 doesn't quite do anything. I think we just move knight here, just threaten this. He might play bishop here, which makes a lot of sense. Oh, he does not. He just says he's just going to defend it that way. Alright, maybe we go back, maybe tickle him a little bit. Maybe he messes up. And then I'll just move the rook back over here somewhere. Actually, I need to get this piece into the game somehow. So how would I do that? How can I get this piece into the game without making my other piece bad? I don't know yet. Alright, let's just move this rook back here for now. And just wait for my opponent. Well, I think about what to do. I think I can maybe place this knight over here. That seems pretty strong. This move allows me to move here and take the bishop, which wins the pawn. Sometimes when you guys are confused and don't know like a direct way to win, you could always just wait if you have such a superior position, right? Because, well, it's not like your opponent can do anything, right? Just see if they make mistakes, just like how I poked my opponent until he made a mistake. Now, do I want to put the bishop back to here, or do I want to move it? I'll move it back here, because knight e4 gains a tempo on it, and I don't want that to happen. So we just capture back here. And, yeah, I mean, we're just up a pawn now. This pawn is weak, and we don't want it to be weak, and we're on low on time, so we need to play faster, so that I will do. I think I'll play bishop c8. Yeah, bishop c8, defend the pawn. Maybe I should play... Wait, maybe I could have played rook here, actually. Yep, my opponent defends against it. Alright, let's play bishop c8. We're running out of time. Maybe we can put this guy on d6 and then put it back here. Alright. We put the bishop on a nice square. Free pawn. We can move the bishop back to e6. Attack that knight. Move this here. Threaten rook here. Let's move this here. If he wants to trade, that's fine with me. I'm going to plop my king over here if he doesn't stop me. Alright, we take. Now we're going to play b5, b4. Very fast. We need to play fast, make sure we don't lose on time. And everything will be a-okay. Oops, I blundered the pawn. You didn't see it, luckily for me. Alright, let's do this. And my opponent should lose on time now. Alright, that one we just had to play a little bit fast to end it off. But the game was in our control the entire time. I need to be more careful as when I talk, I sometimes just lose track of my time, which is definitely not good. Alright, let's do a Philidor on the white side. Let's play knight b2. Let them play pawn e5 if he wants. And this is just a normal Philidor now, except I'm up a tempo. Now, this is not a usual move because it does block the bishop, though it does have its perks of allowing your pawn to go to c6. So, it's not that bad. It's just probably not the greatest if you want to go for an advantage. Because now I have time to put my bishop on g2, play rook e1, play here. And somebody reminded me that this is somewhat of like a old Indian setup in which we just play the rook here and just win the pawn this way. So as you guys see, the Philidor are very simple. Just try to take advantage of those center pawns your opponents give you, just like here. And once they do, well, it's an easy win from there, really. You know, let's just solidify our center rook. We can even play a pawn f4, but that's a little bit risky, so let's not do that. He's trying to play bishop here, of course. There's no threats, because our king has this very nice fianchetto setup here, which is very nice. Now, do I want to trade off the bishops? I think I do. The more pieces traded off, the better, correct? Usually. Alright, my opponent says no. Alright, I guess we just take it. I mean, if he wants to trade queens, that's completely fine with me as well. Alright, let's move my knight here now. I can play h3, kick that knight if he tries queen f5. So, I think we just kick it. Go away. Play king g2. There's no light square bishop for my opponent, so I'm not scared about that. Knight here makes a lot of sense from him. Bishop e3, defend everything. Maybe play knight here next. So is he trying to sacrifice here? That's the real question. I think he is, so let's not let him do that. Let's play knight here. Tickle the queen a little bit. He was trying to sacrifice on g3 to those of you guys who didn't know, because I only have one defender, but he has 3 attackers. So the sacrifice probably would have worked, actually. So I need to be scared of those. Now if I play here, he plays pawn f5, which is annoying. If I play f3, he takes there, which is also annoying. Let's play g4. No, g4, it looks a little bit risky, but it looks fine, because I get my knight here. It stops my opponent from playing this f5 move that he really wants to make, and also gives me an outpost that I can use. So, I'll use it. We are up a pawn, in case any of you guys were wondering. Now, are there any tactics here? Nah, too lazy to find any. Just take there. I guess we just play queen here. Develop pieces. Life is good. Alright. Let's play queen here. offer trade of queens. Oof, did I blunder? I think I made a mistake here, but that's a-okay. How do I get out of this? I think I have to play this move over here. Not the best move. Small mistake on my part. And when I say small, it was actually pretty big, but it is a-okay. We will make do with what we have. This position's not too bad for me. Could be worse. Don't think he's threatening anything there, so let's just move this rook over here. Let's move this guy over. Actually, can I play rook e3? No, I cannot. Rook h4. To get myself out of this tough situation here. Let's play rook here. Maybe play bishop h4. It's possible. Can't play g5 because then I can take on h5. So I would just play here. Just try to trade off pieces. Ooh, can I check? No, I cannot. Here, g5 capture. Here, h4. Looks a little bit problematic actually. So alright, let's just play it anyways. See if our opponent can calculate it all. Ew, shouldn't have let that tactic happen. Didn't see that discovery. A little bit rusty. Not good, not good. Alright, if we just go back and forth. He says no. We can play f3 now though. Force him to exchange pieces. And this ending should be winnable from me due to my superior endgame technique. Yep, he has weaknesses everywhere here. Now he wants me to take there, but I'm just going to say no. I'm going to say no. That's going to be a no. Just check him here, get that king away. And then I can get this guy over here. I'll take it. Oh, he's trying to run. No, I guess I can just try to catch him. And say, hey, my rook makes it. And just play king here, take the pawn. Oh, my time's low again, so I'm going to have to play a little bit fast again. Wait, he just takes? That seems kind of silly. Alright, gotta play fast, gotta play fast. I think this move works. We just promote this guy over here. And we win the game. If he takes, I just push. Yep, there's no way he can catch it. And we promote. Make sure no stalemates. If he moves there, then I can just push the pawn all the way up, and there is no way our opponent can win here. I mean, get a stalemate, because our final promotion ends with a check. Alright, that game was a little bit complex. I did make a small mistake, which was not the fault of the opening, it was a fault of my own, because I'm not that good of a player. I still make mistakes, especially when I have to, you know, articulate my ideas. Alright, this is one of the scary variations we talked about in the past, in one of my past videos. I believe the second part, and my opponent decided to capture here. Now, of course, these captures are not good by any means for my opponent here. Now here, can I not just take here? No, take here. Pawn c6, you can take there. I think, can I not just castle though? From my memory. Yeah, I've never seen this move before, so I don't think it's very good. Now, can I not just capture here though? Looks a little bit funny, but it might be possible. Due to the fact that he can't push here. And if he captures here, then I just, you know, take there. Alright, now I think I can just play h6, just tell the knight, scram, go away. And maybe I can play g5. I mean, this looks very funny, but it definitely looks good actually. Because how is he going to get rid of this? Don't think he can. Look at this very strong outpost we have and everything. Seems to be a mistake of my opponent to let me have this. I mean, I can even check and then force the trade of queens next move. Do I want to do it though? Yeah, I mean, might as well, right? Why not material trade pieces? Always been my motto. Do I want to take here first, though? Ugh. Actually, no, I don't. Let's just play bishop e6. Does he have any tactics with that knight, though? Don't think so. Actually, let's just take here. Play it simple. Don't make the game any more complex than it needs to be. Alright, then we play knight here, just to be on the safe side. My opponent says he is not going to trade queens, which is fine for me. I think I can take here. Maybe give in a little checkerooski. And if he wants to trade queens, guess who's down to trade queens? Now we put this rook over here because his rook can come down here, but it cannot come down here. So we can do that. Alright, let's play bishop block here. Actually, do I want to play f6? No, I cannot play f6. Let's play bishop there. Why? Because it just looks like a very strong bishop, doesn't it? It's just an outside outpost. Let's play knight here, maybe poke this bishop a little bit. Plop my knight over here. Actually, no, we can play f5 here. Just kick that bishop a little bit. Maybe push in the future, obviously not right now, because that would be a hanging piece, and hanging pieces are not good. Do not want to hang your pieces. Let's get this king a little bit closer to the action, so I can maybe threaten to trade pieces. Might play bishop here, but I don't think there's anything really. The only thing I need to be scared of some silly tactics I might fall for. Nope. I think this just allows me to move down here. Now, can I trade pieces here? I could. In fact, this forces the trade of pieces, because if he doesn't trade, then I have this move over here, right? And that threatens... I forgot what checkmate this is called. If you guys know what this checkmate is called, you guys can tell me in the comment section below. But over here, it should be doomed for my opponent. He might sacrifice here. Hopefully there's no checkmate here in the center of the board, though it seems very unlikely. I probably should have actually just moved king down there. It seems a lot smarter in hindsight, because there's really no good checks my opponent can do. Here I think I could just run my king down the board, right? King down here. Just move the king closer to my opponent's bishop. And then if he checks me again, I just take his bishop, so it's a win-win. Might take here though. Let's just pre-move that. And we get checkmate. Is this called the Anastasia? Might be called the Anastasia. Forgot. Alright, seems that was a good game. 0 blunders, 0 mistakes. Alright, last one for today. Oh, now we can get a proper Philidor. Maybe a not so... well, just when I said a proper Philidor, this happens. Alright, maybe not a proper Philidor. Maybe not a proper Philidor. Ooh, he's trying to play h3, but don't think g4 is very strong. Playing knight c3 in this position is just kind of silly, I think. Now, he's trying to play g4 variations, but I'm going to play b5 regardless if he castles here. And he just plays that anyways. It's kind of silly, not going to lie. Alright, I can play here. He has to play king b1. I get b5. The knight has to go back here. And we have not seen one of these before. This is just an attacking Philidor. I have to be scared of h3 actually. Those things happen all the time. Well, do I really have to though? Actually no, I probably don't have to be scared of h3. Alright, he's trying to play knight there, so we can play knight over here. Saying if you play knight over there, I'm just going to capture you. He tries to push open in the center. Makes a lot of sense. Now this is looking like a Sicilian actually. Alright, let's play here. Threaten checkmate. h3 might make sense here. Oh wait, he just lets me capture here, I guess. This in-between move, quite a strong in-between move, I do say so myself. And the final move, checkmate over here. Alright, so these were some solid Philidor games today. All of the games we played today, Philidor, and pretty easy wins. Though a couple of games we did get a little bit shady because of time trouble. But if you put your mind to it, convert your chess games, especially when you have completely good positions where you're up pawns. It's always easier to play in winning positions than it is to play in losing positions. Alright, so if there's any games you guys actually want me to analyze from today or in any previous days, or if you guys have any games you want me to analyze of your own, send it to my email. You'll see it in the, well, not comment section, but the section below, the about section below. And if you guys have any questions for me, tell me in the comments section. I'll be happy to answer. See you in the next video.